Finding success on a college campus can be a challenge for even the brightest of kids. But what about when those students have intellectual disabilities?
A new program at UVM is fighting to give some of them a shot. Education reporter Keith McGilvery spent a day with one student to see how it's working in our special report, Making the Grade. Keith.
Darren and Kristen, Sterling Peebles has always wanted to go to college, and now UVM's new Think College program is giving her that chance. The young woman has Down syndrome, and as I quickly found out, it's not slowing her down. If it's Tuesday, it's time to Zumba at the University of Vermont. What do you love about Zumba class?
You get to dance and fun music.
For UVM student Sterling Peebles, the dance class is more importantly a chance to try something new.
Well, I love challenges, so I'm up for challenges.
And this challenge may just be her biggest one yet. The 29-year-old is enrolled in the university's new Think College program. It's an effort to help students with intellectual disabilities gain tangible skills that will help them find work, socialize, and become more independent.
I'm at UVM, having a good time, and just being myself.
It's an exciting endeavor, and it's the right things to do, and it provides an experience for people with intellectual disabilities beyond high school.
All right, can we go here?
Yeah. Sterling has Down syndrome, a genetic disorder that causes mental impairment, and is one of 5 students with IQ 75 or below participating in the program that launched in September.
Talking about scene work.
An average IQ ranges from between 90 and 110.
You get a chance to hang out on campus, make new friends, and have an experience that you never get a chance to have if you have a disability sometimes.
That's embedded within the program.
Susan Ryan is the executive director of UVM's Center on Disability and Community Inclusion.
This is a population that has often been underestimated.
Ryan led the effort to secure more than $1 million in funding from the U.S. Department of Education to get the non-degree certificate program started. The money came from a pot of roughly $15 million, set aside by the Obama administration to create 27 transition programs for people with intellectual disabilities across the country. Their investments, Ryan and the National Down Syndrome Society say increase employment rates and income for participants.
The certificate is individualized to meet the interests and needs of the students, and they take academic courses alongside their other UVM students that are non-disabled.
What do you have already?
Students are taking 3 to 6 academic courses or internships over 1 to 2 years, where the expectation and assignments are the same as those for non-disabled students.
No drag.
Critics may question a student's ability to be successful, but Ryan says with support from resources like tutors and mentors, it's a model that's working at universities across the country, including UMass Boston.
Years ago, students that had intellectual disabilities were actually segregated. They were in institutions away from the general population.
So we're all set up.
This year, Sterling has English 100, acting, dance class, and an internship on her schedule. What's the hardest part, do you think?
I'm trying to manage it all.
You figure it out. You're better at technology than I am.
Sterling's always wanted to go to college, and her mom, Giovanna, was not about to slow her down. She knew it would be tough.
Parents are naturally, part of them says, oh, she'll be absolutely successful, and the other part of the parent says, oh my gosh, we pray she's successful, we hope she's successful.
Me first.
For Mom, sending Sterling alone from Montpelier to Burlington on the bus was the hardest part.
We're all bus riders, and here's Sterling, by herself, getting on this bus. And I totally burst into tears, because in the great tradition of independent people, you get on a bus and go on a great adventure.
The mother of 4 has watched her other kids crisscross the world by bus, and Sterling's 45-minute adventure made her just as proud.
I said to Sterls, I said, this might not be central Botswana, but this is an incredible adventure that you are getting on this bus all by yourself to go up to UVM. So I immediately emailed the family, Sterling got on the bus by herself.
Sterling got the email on her iPhone.
I felt comfortable and I was having fun.
The ride is now part of her daily routine. What do you think you're most proud of?
Taking the bus alone and just accomplishing something I've never done in my life before.
So too is just being at UVM, where in just a few months, Sterling's made a great group of friends. She's not shying away from teaching new ones what she does best.
Well, do you know the campus? And they're fun to hang out with.
At the same time, she's hoping her actions on campus will satisfy any critics. What do you say to people who think you might not be able to cut it?
That's tough. I can do it if I can. I can do it if you can.
What an attitude there. Thursday on the Channel 3 News at 6, I go one-on-one with Sterling's English professor. She tells me she didn't make any changes to the syllabus when Sterling showed up. So how did Sterling do? You'll want to tune in tomorrow night for part 2 of Making the Grade, tomorrow night at 6. Darren?
Great stuff, Keith. Thank you very much. You need to work on your moves, but we look forward to your story tomorrow night. Thank you.
Well, coming up, researchers find a new way to help breast cancer patients avoid hot flashes. That's in our health.